Hey there, this is going to be a tutorial about the Gerudo Archery and especially scoring more than 1500 points. One thing that is kind of painful in order to set up the practice is to free the carpenter, to have Epona get to that point and then place a save state. It could take a little while, but there's a way around. So I'm going to show it to you. You are on this part of the starting screen, so before pressing start or anything, and you're going to pop the menu from GZ, and you're going to go into File, and then you have those ticks. So you're going to select Epona Freed, boom, selected. Then you're going to go one down, it says Carpenters Freed. Boom, I'm selecting it also. After which, we're going to go to Warp, Places, Overworld, Gertrudo's Fortress, and then After Archery Game. There we are. So we are here. We can now call Epona. And Epona will successfully come around. There we go. Yep. And I'm gonna give one last tip. My last tip is when you want to go to do the archery, don't try to stop on the sides of the Gerudo lady. Don't try to decelerate before reaching there to try to stop. Just bomb max speed on the Gerudo, and Epona will break in an instant and you can talk to the Gerudo. Let me try to do it. Just like this. So you can talk to the Gerudo as fast as possible. So that's a good way to start, and from there you will be ready to place your save state and be able to loop your attempts at the archery. We're now talking to the Gerudo lady from the Gerudo Archery, and it's going to start the minigame. What I recommend is that whenever you see Link on the horse, now you put a save state and then you can start aiming. What you want to remember is that you want to track the target. You want to, at all costs, avoid this. Okay? Do not flick your aiming. Because then there's not much to improve about. All right, so what you want to get used to is like start aiming and just try to follow the target as precisely as possible. So you want to get good at tracking. You can start even before you can shoot. So you see I was preparing through the tent and I'm starting my momentum before I am able to shoot. All right, see, I'm starting my momentum. If you want to talk about inputs, the inputs for the tracking, I'm going to be starting on a slight down right because as I'm getting close, the target is going to go upper on my screen. And then when I'm getting closer to the target, then the fact that it goes up on my screen is going to be reduced and it's only going to go to my right. So I will slowly switch from being on down right to being only on right. Okay? Just like this. I start on down right. And then I'm almost only on right and only on right. And now we should be done by this time. Okay? The hardest thing about 1500 HBA is the first arrow. So you want to try to develop a little bit of a visual cue of where your first arrow is going to shoot. What I like to do is imagine a little bit of a triangle between, you see the target and the 0 that are on screen? It's going to be in the middle of that and then way down, okay? But that gives me like my left, right, adjustment. So then I only need to care about the rest. So here should be not too bad. Give me a 60. Once you're getting more used to that, then you can start shooting your arrows, and preferably as fast as possible. Let's imagine that so let's actually do it. Let's say I kind of fucked up. I got a few arrows in, but not quite enough. And I'm a little scared. So I have 7 arrows left because there's gonna be 7 pots on the way back to try to save my life. Now, I have not aimed for the pots in a fucking million years. Oh, I did it. So you have 7 pots that give you 100. You want to only do that on the way back. The risky part of you aiming is when you shoot at the target. That is where it can fuck up. With a tiny bit of work, practice, you should not miss the pots. So the pots are your safety nets. But the first thing you want to do is take the risk. Let's imagine I really fucked up. I really fucked up. I have like way not enough points. I wasted too many arrows. I have 6 arrows left. My maximum score for 1 arrow is 100 and I need 1500. I can just empty my quiver and I'm done. I don't even need to do the way back. If you do pots on the way in, you put the risk on the way back, which is way further down the line. Which means you're actually betting more time. So you're putting yourself in a risky situation by doing pots on the way in, which is a very classic mistake. The other thing that is really bad about pots on the way in is that you do not practice the aiming that is correct. Correct aiming is to start aiming around here. And then just empty your entire quiver as fast as possible on this target. So if you always start by doing this, then you will slowly improve, and progressively you won't even need to get the pots on the way back. Now, the middle target is nice as far as aiming goes because it's so big, but it is difficult to empty your entire quiver on it quickly. So for speed reasons, if you're getting good at this, then you can start shooting at the 3rd target. It's a little more complex as you see me up completely. But the nice thing is that you can completely empty your quiver. Since it's a little further, you'll have more time to shoot arrows. The hardest part about the 3rd target is the first arrow. If you can get the first arrow not too far, then you don't have to do big adjustments. You can just keep your tracking going, stay in that move, and you're good to go. Remember, if you are very new to things like that, your hand, and especially your left hand that goes for the joystick, is not going to be used to doing small inputs and precise tracking of small inputs. So it is going to be awkward. Do not farm this for 4 hours. Do it for 30 minutes, 1 hour, then eat well, go to sleep, muscle memory will kick in. Next day, 10-20 minutes, next day, 10-20 minutes. You'll get a lot better progress. It's going to be way less stressful, and you're going to be, I don't know, much more satisfied and not lose your self-confidence. Okay, I hope you have fun with this. Everyone deserves to be good at this. It's not because you think you're a bad gamer that you'll never do it. Please be confident. You got this, and see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.